All right, today I'm going to react to Monster by Steppenwolf. The person said, "This is a song I first heard when I was around 14, I think. It is a song that deals with the formation of the country, pilgrims, and ends up looking at America in the late 60s. All the corruption, greed, classism, war, etc. It really made me think. Sadly, a lot of things haven't changed. I hope you enjoy this little taste of the past." All right, well, we haven't had any Steppenwolf. Do I know this song? That's the question. I think the answer is no. Sweet guitars. They're dancing around each other. Oh, whoa. Literally. Kind of catchy.
Once the religious, the hunted and weary, chasing the promise of freedom and hope, came to this country to build a new vision, far from the riches of kingdom and gold. Like the Christians, some would burn the witches. Later, some got slaves to gather riches, but still from near and far to seek America, they came by thousands to guard the wild. But she just patiently smiled and bore a child to be the spirit and guiding light.
Okay.
And once the ties
Back to
with
the
the
songs
crown
part.
had been broken, westward and saddle and wagon it went, and until the railroad linked ocean to ocean, many the lives which had come to an end. While we bullied, stole, and bought a homeland, we began the slaughter of the red man. But still from near and far to seek America, they came by thousands to guard the wild. But she just patiently smiled and bore a child to be the spirit and guiding light.
Little instrumental section.
The blue and green, they stopped it, they kicked her just like a dog.
Just bridge. That's really nice. So much symbolism in this song.
And when the war was over, they stopped it just like a hog. And though the past has its share of injustice, kind was the spirit in many a way. But its protectors and friends have been sleeping. Now it's a monster and will not obey.
Different rhythm. Oh, something's happening. It's almost like a drum, a battle drum.
The spirit was freedom and justice, and its keepers seemed generous and kind. Its leaders were supposed to serve the country, but now they won't pay no mind. 'Cause the people grew fat and got lazy, and now their vote is a meaningless joke.
Yeah.
They babble about law and order, but it's all just an echo of what they've been told. Yeah, there's a monster on the loose. It's got our heads into the noose, and it just sits there watching.
That's really catchy.
The cities have turned into jungles, and corruption is scrambling the land. The police force is watching the people, and the people just can't understand. We don't know how to mind our own business, 'cause the whole world's us.
The Vietnam
Now
vet.
we are fighting a war over there. No matter who's the winner, we can't pay the cost. 'Cause there's a monster on the loose. It's got our heads into the noose, and it just sits there, watching.
Back to this riff. Nice little guitar. Little electric guitar over the arpeggio. What am I missing over here? The monster is probably pretty direct, but they put a lot of symbolism in it. It's pretty good. I like that the refrain, I mean, it was easy for me to learn because I repeated it about 15 times. So it only takes me about 3 times to learn a melody. So that's why I was singing along. I've never heard this. I just am really fast at learning music. So yeah, it's kind of what you do when you are in a lot of choirs, and I studied opera. We had to learn music really, really fast. So You have to be able to like listen to it once and then sight read and just be able to know it. So sometimes they're like, how do you already know how to sing along? Even if you must be lying. You must have heard this before. I'm like, no, I haven't. It's a really easy song to pick up. This is nothing compared to the hard stuff I used to have to learn. This is a very straightforward melody. Well, cool organ, cool guitars. There was a lot of picking going on in the rhythm guitar, and then um, electric guitar, some distortion, whatever. Cool bass line, whatever. It's a whole thing, but definitely a symbolic kind of lyrics in the beginning, and then it got a little more direct. But I guess the monster is the machine, the war, I don't know, the war machine, whatever they call it, the military industrial complex. That's what they call it. The military industrial complex, perhaps, or capitalism, or the combination of that. But yes, that definitely, basically, don't you care about your sons and daughters? Don't you know we need you now? America, where are you now? And then here was like the foreshadowing about your votes not mattering. Did you see that? The keepers seemed generous and kind. Its leaders were supposed to serve the country, but now they won't pay it no mind because the people grew fat and got lazy. Well, they predicted the obesity epidemic in America, that's for sure. People were not fat in 1968, whenever this came out. So it's a little bit interesting that they knew people would get fat and lazy. And now their vote is a meaningless joke. Some people believe that there's a lot of like not true elections, whatever, if you will, or that there's mistakes or fraud, or I don't know. Or maybe it's more like even just the fact we have electoral college, right, which is part of the Constitution, that it's not even a popular vote, right? So that's interesting there. They babble about law and order, but it's just an echo of what they've been told. Yeah, there's a monster on the loose. It's got our heads in the noose, and it just sits there watching. But yeah, it's a very, very, very direct attack on the system in this song. So they weren't so veiled about it. It just got more and more direct. Okay, well, that was a cool thing to listen to. I'd never heard that. And the tune is rather catchy. It was long, but I wasn't that bored of it actually. There was a lot of words. Okay, well, thanks for requesting that. And these are all of my benefactor requests. So I'll probably jump around from person to person so that just because you put 4 requests in at once doesn't mean I'll do them 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go from this person and then Jerry and then Bobby and then next I'll do Marsha. I don't know, like go person to person, so that everyone gets a turn of their request. But yeah, I liked it. My reaction is, I guess you had to protest in music back then. Now we have the internet, so you can like write a Reddit forum. It's a lot, you can really take your thoughts online now. I think before it was like, we need to release a song that everyone hears it because media was so controlled back then. There was only mainstream media. There were no independent, maybe there's some like ham radio stations or something, but most media was just controlled by a few companies, right? And now, yes, we still have a lot of media, but now we have independent journalists and the internet and YouTube and stuff like that. So I feel like more people can take videos of things that are going on and talk about it. So anyway, very cool. Thanks for requesting that. I'll see you guys soon on the next video. Bye.